Mr. Ronick Chen. Thank you, President. For multiple applications, if these are identified now, the applications would just become made invalid. So there is little deterrent effect on applicants. I wonder if the administration will consider in increasing the penalty. If multiple applications are identified, then applicants should at least be suspended from subscribing to IPO shares for a certain period. Only then would there be a sufficient deterrent effect. Thank you. Secretary. Mr. Chen's concern is similar to that of Mr. Zheng's. That is, what is the role of the regulatory authorities and what they do? Now, I explained that in the long run we will put in place a FINI platform. So with IPO subscription processing, there will be a standard platform to strengthen the capabilities in identifying multiple applications. At the moment, the regulatory authorities and the government do have measures in place. When applicants submit application forms, they have to make a declaration to the issuers or the sponsors that they will have not made multiple applications. But what if people violate their declaration? Then we could pursue the matter through legal channels, and multiple applications would be rejected. Now, if the listed companies and their teams find that there are suspected fraud cases, then the details would be referred to the police for follow-up action. So it's not the case that there is no regulation at the moment. There are rules in place and there are channels to deal with that. And in future, when we have the FINI platform in place, then we will have enhanced technology to deal with such matters.
Premises. Mr. Ronick Chen. Now, if the government doesn't include identity verification function in Reform Safe, then this can be a loophole in control measures. Now, at a subcommittee on control-related measures, I was told that so far no one has been found to use a fake vaccination records. However, the e-health record has also got a vaccination record of the holder. Can you use the e-health records to replace the Reform Safe when it comes to storage of vaccination record? Now, the Reform Safe app can store vaccination records so that it is an alternative to members to store and display their vaccination record. mSmart as well as eHealth records have the same function. Of course, we will give positive consideration to Mr. Ronick Chen's proposal to see how we can better control and prevent the spread of the virus. Now, the owner of the vaccination record should store it properly to ensure that the record containing his personal information will not be shared with other people. It's just like our ID card. It contains our personal data, and we should protect it carefully to prevent abuse by others. The government will also inspect premises to prevent abuse. Now, we want to strike a balance. On the one hand, we want to make it convenient for members of the public. On the other hand, we want to avoid abuse. So the proposal by Mr. Ronick Chen and as said by the Secretary just now will continue to inspect relevant premises to under the current situation. And if there is anything that shows that we should adjust our arrangement, we will do so in order to better control and prevent the epidemic.